Hello and welcome to Automation Masters. This is Master Pro speaking, and this is the first day that we all have been waiting for, where we are launching the Automation Masters copy trading service. And on this Automation Masters copy trading service, this is more on an investment approach type of trading. So we are going to be pushing all of these accounts, trading them medium to long term. So if you're looking for that residual income and you're looking to grow your account medium to long term, if you're looking into earning quite a good daily, weekly, or monthly residual income, then this might be for you. But if you're looking for a get rich quick scheme, then this will not work for you. Now, just join and ensure that you're subscribed or you follow this account so that you can get daily updates, as I'll be showing you on the progress of all the accounts that we're going to be having. Now, I'm going to be showing you with this XM account that we started off with today. And obviously, with this one, as it is on day one, I'm going to be showing you on how to set it up. I'm going to be recording also other videos on how to navigate around the platform. But the first and most important thing is to ensure that you've got yourself an XM broker account, and ensure that that XM broker account that you open a real account. Ensure that it's a standard account and it's an MT5 account. You can open a dollar account because all copy trading services, they are in a dollar value and not in a ZAR value. So ensure that you open a real account, MT5, and it's standard account, dollar account, and then you fund it with the most minimum $50. If you don't have an account with XM, just check in my link in bio or the link in the description down below, and click on that link to open your account with my IP link, and then so that you can be under my IP team. And once you've done that, verify your account and then deposit most minimum $50. And you can deposit $100, $500, $1,000, $10,000, $1,000,000. It's not a problem, because on this account we're going to be managing it very well. It's the robot that is going to be trading this account. It's called the Sumari Auto Trader robot, and you're going to be enjoying the first 1 to 3 or 1 to 6 trades per day. And then once that is done, your account will be done trading for the day. I just want to give you a bit of a juice on how the robot trades, and then just also keep on growing your account with great consistency on a daily basis. So now once you have funded your account, you've got the funds in your trading account, like you see here, I've got the funds here. You need to now open what we call an investor account. So now an investor account will allow you to be able to start copying our trades, because you can't just copy with your direct account like that. You need to have an investor account so that you can be able to start copying our trades. And once you have an investor account, you need to come back to your actual account where you have funded your money, and then do what we call an inter-transfer. So you want to transfer whatever money that you've deposited in your account into your investor account. So you click on these 3 dots, and then once you've clicked there, you come to inter-transfer. You click on the inter-transfer, and then all you do, you select the investor account. Once you've selected the investor account, you then click the amount of money you want to transfer, and then you send the request, and then your request should be approved immediately. And once you've done that, so your money is now on the investor account, you can now come onto the section that we call copy trading. Now you click on copy trading, and once you've clicked on this option that says copy trading, there's obviously a lot of people who are providing their strategies. You want to ignore all of them. Come here where it says a strategy or username, and you're going to be searching for Automation Masters. And then once you've clicked on Automation Masters, you're then gonna see our robot that you can copy for automation. And then this is on today, on our day one, on the trades that we've started trading on. Currently, it will show you a couple of information about Automation Masters. It will show you the fees that the robot charges for you to copy it, the win ratio, the drawdown, the amount of investors who are already invested copying or following the strategy, the invested amount. This invested amount, it's money that the investors have joined in with. Currently, I've got 3 investors, each joined with $50. And then over here, own funds that I've funded for this copy trading service. And as you can see, I've put in a minimum deposit so that when I place trades with the robot, it is a realistic risk to ratio, risk to ratio for every trade that's being executed. So now, if the robot is executing a 0.1 or a 0.5 or a 0.1, depending on the instrument, it will be realistic to the accounts that are being copied. So now we also want to ensure that if you are going to be copying with a bigger account, you want to ensure that you apply what we call a risk multiplier. Then you just check on the lot sizes that are normally used, and then you can say multiply by 2, multiply by 3, multiply by 4, or by 5, or by 10. For example, if you're trading with $1,000 account, you may want to multiply whatever lot sizes that are going to be executed in this account. You can multiply it maybe by 10, or you can multiply it by 5 depending on what your risk appetite is. And if you are trading a $50 account, you can just leave it at 0.18, and so that you can get realistic lot sizes are being executed on your account. Just ensure that you do not over leverage your account. You don't, on a $50 account, you then say your risk multiplier is times 5 of whatever the lot sizes that I use, because if we do experience a drawdown, it's going to hurt your account a lot. And then all you do is just to click on copy. I can't click on copy to follow my own strategy. So now you'll just click on copy. And once you've clicked on copy, all that you got to do, it will ask you, do you want to copy running trades? You can click on copy running trades, click on SL and TP, ensure that you activate those 2 points. And then you set your risk multiplier. Once you are done with all of those, you accept the terms and conditions, and you just copy. From there, you click on copy, and then it will be copied. And if you have not yet transferred your funds from your standard account to your investor account, it will give you an error. You won't be able to copy up until you do that. So now this is day 1. You see this graph. You've got to be monitoring how this graph grows. I'm going to be giving you daily updates on how it performs. And then now basically when you click on Automation Masters, it will give you an overview on what we traded, how we traded it. It's 100% transparency, so that you can see the trades that the robot opened and closed and how we traded all of that. So right now it will tell you over here the description of what we trade. So here, trading automation based on pure price action. That is what the Sumari Auto Trader robot trades based on. And the description, basically automated trading using an EA that trades price action, low to medium risk trading approach, good for medium to long-term investors. You must read that English. It is good for low to medium risk type of trading. That is what we are applying on these accounts. And then it's also good for medium to long-term type of investors. So I want people who want to invest and grow this long-term. When you put your money in the bank, you put your money in the bank, and then when you put your money in the bank, you're hoping to get about 5 to 8%, annually. If you're lucky with some new banks, you can get as high as about 10 or 12% annually. And then that's it. You put it there, you fix it, you forget about it. You just can go and check with your banker to observe how your funds are doing. So here you get to observe your own portfolio on a day-to-day basis. You see the instrument that the robot has been trading, and you're able to see also the performance, the risk, and the portfolio of other traders who are following the strategy. So over here, the leverage that XM offers for copy trading, it's 1:500. Select the 1:500 option. And then most minimum, you need to ensure that you go for $50 or higher. and then the percentage fees, it's 30%. So basically what that means is when you trade and you make money. So when I trade with the robot and the robot makes money, let's say the robot makes money in any trade, you will also make money. From the money that you make on that profit, I will then charge a 30% fee so that the robot can get paid for working, and you keep the 70%. I'm not greedy at all. I'm giving you 70% free money. You don't even pay to use this robot. It's absolutely free. You're just copying its daily trades, and you get to keep 70% profits. And if the robot loses a trade, you get to keep the 100% risk yourself, and the robot will get to keep 100% risk itself, because if the robot loses real money, you also lose real money. When the robot makes money, you make money, and then we just charge a 30% fee on every trade that the robot was in on. So this is our performance for today. The trades that were executed delivered a 1.92 percentage for today, which is about 2% growth today. So if we keep that average on a monthly, then you can tell the percentage that we can average on. You can calculate your numbers. So it will show you the performance. Then it will also show you the risk. What is our risk? So you see, I told you that we are using a low risk. Our risk score is 4 out of 10. When we use a 10, it means that now our risk is very high. So I always want to keep the settings of the robot around a risk of not greater than 7. If we ever go high, it can be between 5 and 6, but we don't want to play between 7, 8, 9, 10, because it becomes too high of a risk, especially with the accounts that are copying us with $50. You don't want to over leverage or risk on that one. So our risk score out of the 7 days, it shows you how our performance is looking like. And then it also will show you'll see this nicely once we at least have got a full week trading history, the returns. Now it shows you that we're up 1.92% for today. And then the investors, it shows the investors and the investment that is in currently on our portfolio. And then you can also just check on how the portfolio is performing, the type of instruments that were being traded. So these are the instruments that were traded. It was USA 30 cash and gold. And then the top winners, 64% was on gold, and then 36% was on US 30 cash. And then now you can also check on going down over here the trades that were executed. So if we do have open trades, you will see them here. Currently we don't have any running trades. And then once we have closed trades, you will see all of them over here. So these are the trades that the robot executed earlier on today. Then you can see over here the robot, I think it executed about 6 trades, and these are the results from those 6 trades. So this is how it performed. And then everything that you see over here will be based on what was traded here. Tomorrow it's going to be the same thing when I give you the feedback or update, and it's going to be the same in every other day. So here you see that the average profit per trade was about $3.76, and the average loss per trade was $4.89, mainly being caused by this loss, which was about a $7 loss on gold that the robot experienced in the morning. And then you can just study everything. The maximum drawdown, it's below 1%, so 0.08%. The proper drawdown is still at 15% to about 25%. So we're below a percentage in terms of our drawdown. That is like the most proper risk management that you could ever get in the market. So I'm going to be giving you guys the update on a day-to-day basis. Ensure that you're tuned in on this platform so that you can get these updates. And more than that, ensure that you're copying our strategy. It's Automation Masters. for great consistency. That is what we are looking into achieving here. More than anything, I want us to have a graph that keeps on going higher and higher and higher. There will be days where the market can chow the robot. On such days, you will be able to see the performance graph will be pointing down. And on such days, we'll still be holding a proper risk. The following day, we'll come back and then we will be able to proceed with trading, because you know how things are. We don't make money every day. On some days there could be losses that can be on the account, and on such days it's still fine wherever there are losses, but we will still keep on ensuring that there is proper risk being applied on the account. This is 100% transparency. I've shown you everything. You've seen the account. You've seen how to copy the trades. Now all you just need to do is open your account, fund it, and then start copying Automation Masters. I'll show you 100% transparency on the growth of this account until December. We want to see how far can we take this. I don't want you to have a December that's like the one you had last year. If your December last year was great, this one must be even better. If last year's December was not so good for you, let us ensure that you end this year on a very high note. With the Automation Masters, robot, the Sumari Auto Trader robot. It's a powerful tool that I want you to use so that you can scale up your trading game. And then now, if you want the robot is available for purchase. If you want the robot to trade for you throughout the day, it can trade for you throughout the day. It is available for purchase. It costs 2,500 rands monthly subscription, and it costs about 12,500 rands yearly subscription and about 25,000 rands lifetime ownership. And then if you want it to trade throughout the day, right now here on the XM portfolio, we're only going to have it trade between 1 to 6 trades a day to minimize the risk exposure of the account. And then we are having it medium to long term type of growth. So when you put this money over here, put it and know that as it grows, as it compounds, it's money that you can always tap into when you really need it. So whether it does 50%, 100%, 1,000%, just ensure that you keep on letting it grow so that you can have a lot of juice, because your higher your account balance, the greater the multiplier of risk that can be applied to your account, meaning the better the profits that you can be able to make on a day-to-day basis. Let us walk this journey, and let's end this year on a very high note. I want to congratulate the people who started with us, the 3 individuals who started with us today. They've already ended their first day, with a 1.92% growth in one day. So it's about 2% growth on your first day. We are yet about to do great things with these 1 to 3, 1 to 6 trades on a day-to-day basis, and keep on holding. We're holding no matter what. We're going to keep on holding. And let me see you tomorrow. It's time to trade. Little Khele the Sentete.